Hi everybody. Oh my gosh, it's Denise back again, and I know it has been forever since I've been here to visit with you guys. The reason I'm coming here today is because I have a kit that'll be going up in my shop either this evening or tomorrow at the latest. But I wanted to come and share the contents of the kit with you guys. So there is so much stuff in this kit, you guys, so I'm going to try to make this really quickly, or film this really quickly. I hope everybody's doing good. There's so much going on these days, right? I hope everybody is healthy and happy and just staying safe and you know, being good to yourselves and your families. But I've really missed everybody, and I envy those that are able to do videos on a daily basis. My goodness, I can't even remember the last time that I was here, but I know that like Tracy Fox and Gail and Roxy from Roxy's Creations, all of these people, they're able to come and do videos every day, and it just amazes me. I don't know where they find the time. I wish I could do that, because God, I sure do miss you guys. But anyhow, I'm just going to kind of jump right in and just go over everything. Like I said, there is so much stuff in this kit, you guys. This is probably one of the biggest kits that I've ever put together. So I'm just gonna get started. I've got for your base, I've got an Edith Holden book cover, so you can, I mean, of course you don't have to use this, but I am going to supply this for you guys, so if you want to, you can definitely do that. Of course, if you want to expand the spine, there are lots of tutorials that we'll show you how to do that. Gail Agostinelli has a tutorial on how to expand a spine on her channel. So otherwise you could just leave it as is if you don't want to make it, you know, too big. But so there's your base. You've got that, and it's in super good condition. If you want, you can always paint the cover if you don't like the green, but the green goes very well with the paper collection that I've supplied you guys with. So I thought this would be a great base for you guys. So there's that. Your pattern papers are super pretty. I just love them. So there's this one here, and these are all cut at, I think they are 8 by 12. And then, of course, you will also get the offcuts as well. That one's my favorite. I just love that. So you get six sheets of this. Aren't those so pretty? And then there's the pink. I'm gonna lay that cover flat just so it reduces some of the bulk back there. So there are your papers, and then like I said, you also get the offcuts for those, and then you'll get a little collection of 6x6s as well. So in the 6x6 papers, these are your patterns. Isn't that so pretty? You've got dragonflies and flowers. There's birds. So pretty. And I love the color palette. That one's got kind of a damask print on it. There's a little floral, and then some stripes. And then there's also going to be some little border pieces that will come with that, but I'll show you that here in just a little bit. And then you've got tons of you know, a huge variety of interior pages. So you've got some vintage sheet music. You got this really pretty page out of a coloring book. I love putting these in my journals. And then you'll get I think there's 4 sheets. Yeah, 4 sheets of the craft paper here. And these are like 8 or 9 by 11, I believe. So there's the craft color, and then you've got some in the green as well, which match pretty spot on with the green in the paper collection, as you can see there. So there's 4 sheets of that paper as well. And then you've got some, there's some pink copy paper. I put a few sheets of pink copy paper in here for you. So there's 3 sheets of the pink copy paper. You've got some of the vintage, the green bar paper. And of course this has to come folded in half because it's so big. There's a sheet of Braille paper here. This stuff is super fun to make tags and just as a base for some of your collages or mixed media. I love using Braille. You got a ledger sheet. There's some vintage garden book pages. So these are a lot of fun. Super pretty. You've got some, there's a children's book page, some really pretty illustrations on it. I love the colors on these. Here's a workbook page from a children's workbook, vintage children's workbook. This is from 1982. So that's kind of fun. Here's some vintage dictionary pages. And this paper is like onion skin paper. I love this stuff. So you got 2 sheets of that. There's a couple of the book pages, children's dictionary book pages. So these are a lot of fun. Super cute. Love playing with those too. You got, there's a sheet from the Sears and Roebuck vintage catalog with the old antique ads and stuff. You've got some piano roll paper. There's this from an old planner from 2011, but I just loved the little ghost patterns on there. You can see the butterflies and flowers. So I thought that would be fun to include in your journals. There's some children's writing paper. Lots of variety, you guys. Some Edith Holden book page. One has just the text, which is great for tags and little collage bits, and then one has her pretty illustrations on it. There's some of the memo sheets, and these are just blank on the back. Got some perpetual calendar pages. This is a weekly page there. It's got a little bird on the bottom corner. And then this one has the rose. You've got the calendar down at the bottom here. And this one's got the butterfly. And then you have just some really pretty journaling pages, little notebook pages. That one's got some birds on it. This one's got some butterflies. And then this one's just a double spread. You've got some real pretty, it looks like snapdragons down here at the bottom. So you can cut that in half and use them individually or whatever. Then we've just got some vintage book pages. This is from a 1940s book called Germinal. And I just included these. You can fold them in half and use them as actual pages in your book, or use them to make pockets, tags, just, you know, use them in your collaging, whatever. And then you've got this vintage hymnal page that I thought would be really pretty. And again, you can do all kinds of stuff with that. There's a vintage recipe page there. I've got a couple of botanical pages for you here. There's another one. So tons of papers, you guys, different kinds of papers to incorporate. There's that. Super pretty illustrations on here as well. And then we've got some little memo sheets here as well. So that's just blank on the back. There's that one there. I'm totally going to get these done another day. There's a couple of these to-do lists. There's that one there. It just says be silly, be honest, and be kind. You've got that one there with the butterflies. This one's got the bee. And that one's got a little birdie. And then you've got a few sheets of these here. Super pretty. So those are your interior pages. And then we've got a really fun bag collection for you here. Let's see. Let me just kind of get a little organized. You've got tons of bags. So there's this one here. It's a white craft sack, and it's 8.5 by 11. So you can always use this for your base for a journal, or you can put it inside yours. Here's one of the craft sacks, and this is, I think this is like 7 3/4 by 10 inches. Here's a 6 by 9 glassine. Lots of baggies, you guys. Here's a 6 by 9 damask bag. This one's like a 5 by 7 glassine. I think this is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. This one I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it's about the same size there. And that one's kind of a peachy color. That's on. That color's also in the paper collection that your kit comes with. It's another damask bag at 4 by 6. There's this pink chevron glassine bag. There's another white glassine. There's a craft chevron. Lots of bags for pockets and interior pages and whatnot. There's this really cute pink glassine polka dot bag. You guys, I gave you enough here that you can easily come out with a couple of journals, 2 or 3 journals. There is no way all of the stuff that you're getting with this kit is going to fit in one journal. If it does, I would be blown away to see someone put all these supplies in one journal. I don't think it's possible, but stranger things have happened, I'm sure. Here's a couple of the midget glassine bags, and then there's 3 of the micro mini glassine bags. And then we've got some envelopes. So there's this one here, which is about a 6.5 by 9.5. You've got that size there, which is like an invitation size. There's one of these ones here with the wide flap. These are super fun to alter. And then you've got one of the window envelopes. This one's kind of a vintage envelope. You can see it's already starting to yellow. You've got one of the standard CD sleeves. You've got a mini CD sleeve. I love these. I just added these to the shop not too long ago. And then you got a couple of these little windowed envelopes as well. So plenty of envelopes for you guys to do. All kinds of stuff with. You can alter and do like a heirloom envelope set, or you know, add them inside throughout your journal, whatever. So there's those. And then you've got a huge doily collection. You've got this big one here, which is like a let me measure it. It is 14 inches wide and about 10 inches tall. So there's that one, and it's beautifully embossed. I don't know if that's showing up on camera or not, but it's so pretty, you guys. So you'll get that doily there, and of course this will have to be folded in half during shipping. Then you've got this square doily here, and this is an 8 by 8. So there's that one, and then you've got this rectangular one. Lots and lots of doilies, you guys. Then you've got one of the 5 by 5 squares from the shop. Here's one of the oval ones that I used to carry. They discontinued those, or I just have not been able to find these ones or the larger squares anymore. And then here's one of the oval rose embossed doilies. You've got 2 of the 8-inch lacy edge doilies. I love these. I just love doilies. I think they add such a delicate touch. There's a 6 by 6. Here's a 6 by 6 as well, but this is you can see it's got some really pretty embossing. It's a little bit different design. There's a glassine doily there. It looks like frosted glass. Isn't that so pretty? You got a couple of the 5-inch round rose embossed doilies here. You can see the roses on there, and it's kind of a like a linen textured doily. There's another one there, and then you got 3 of the 4-inch doilies. So tons of doilies, you guys. I think there's like 17 or 18 doilies in this kit. So there's those. And then for all of your, like, what do we got? Just like kind of ephemera. You've got like the tri-fold time card. A lot of this stuff I carry in the shop individually if you guys are interested, so you can go and if you don't want to buy the kit and you just want a few of the other items, you can definitely go to the shop and take a look around. There's a lot of this stuff I sell individually. So there's this tri-fold time card that is super fun to make like a folio out of. So there's that. You've got the ledger card here. Here's another ledger sheet here. Here's another trifold time card. This is a smaller size. Here's a standard time card. We've got some of the jumbo index cards. You've got some of the standard in white. And then there's kind of a colonial yellow color there. There's one that's graphed. And then these are vintage. They're like index cards, but they've got like a Rolodex punch on the bottom. And then here's a couple of blank card catalogs. You can do some decoupaging on those or stamping, whatever. And then here's another one of the vintage like Rolodex index cards. That's in blue. And then I've got there's a recipe card. Here's one of the jumbo tags. These are super fun to alter. So I've got a bunch of tags in here for you guys so that maybe you guys want to do like a tag flip or something like that. My friend Lisa made the most beautiful tag flip. And you know, there's lots of different videos on those on YouTube. So I've given you plenty of tags, you know, to maybe do those for yourself. Here's another one. There's a bunch of different sizes. So those are all the blank ones there. Okay. And then you've got some of the tags from the shop. So there's one of the alterations tags. You've got a layaway tag. There's an inventory. There's 3 guest checks. Yeah, 3 guest checks. Let's see. We've got a couple of the vintage recipe cards. There's a vintage flash card there. One of the card catalog cards. And then in here we've got one of the library pockets with the library card, but inside we've also got a bunch of different items as well. So there's the pocket, and these are so cute, with just like a little cluster added on the bottom, or even some stamping. So pretty. But there's the library card that goes with that, and then you've got some flashcards that you can use for little journaling spots throughout. There's some more tags in here. So you've got just a blank white tag, and then some of the merchandise tags in a few different colors. And there's the smaller ones. So those just slip right in there as well. And then you've got some of the vocabulary cards. So there's 5 of the vintage vocabulary cards that you'll get as well. There's one of the vintage number cards there. And then a vintage seed pack. Super pretty. These are so much fun. I've seen people make journals out of these. Like these, this is the actual, they use this seed pack for the journal cover. So I guess they just kind of cut off the edge and then use this for the front and back cover, and then just stitch journaling pages inside there. So they turn out really cute. So you'll get one of those. There's some tickets. You've got 8 tickets here, blank tickets. There's this really pretty napkin that you can use for decoupage. Just open it up so you can see all the pattern. So it's got nests and flowers. There's some script, some stamps, vintage stamp. Super, super cute, you guys. Pretty florals. Love all the florals on here. And the colors coordinate beautifully with the kit as well. And then now I'm going to go over, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. I guess I can do the fabrics. I've got this other envelope just super stuffed with all kinds of stuff from the paper collection as well that I've made for you. Tags and envelopes. There's paint chips. I'll go through that at the end, but I'm going to go through your fabrics and laces and trims and stuff. So I gave you a really large piece of muslin just so you can maybe make some pockets, or if you want to line the inside of the journal, if you want to do, like, don't want to use that cover that I supplied you with, you want to use that on something else, but you still want to do like a fabric covered journal. So there's a piece of hair that I can't look at, eyelash. So there's this large piece of muslin here. All right, and then again, these fabrics all coordinate so beautifully with the collection, you guys. Here's this one here. So you get a really, really nice fabric collection. Nice cut sizes. Here's this one with the roses. Isn't that so pretty? And then this one, I just love this fabric. It's got all these beautiful florals and just the softest shades of pinks and blues. There's green. Super, super pretty. And this is a really large piece as well. So there's plenty of that one to work with. And then there's a strip of this really pretty pink one here. It's like berries, little branches with berries on it. So that's really pretty. And then you've got some lace, just a cut of lace here with some florals on it. And then there's this really pretty fabric here in the blue. Love the texture on this. There's this green with the leaves. Lots of fabric, you guys. There's that really pretty cut of lace there. Isn't that so pretty? I love that. And then I've got a little stamped Tiffany & Co. You can use this for a pocket or who knows what. Use it on your collage. Got this really pretty ruffle piece that you can maybe use on the front of a pocket or just to line the edge of a page or something. Super cute. There's some really pretty blue lace. This is about 2 inches wide. There's just a strip There's that other blue fabric right there. So I figured you could cut off pieces of this and just use them for tabs. And then you have a really pretty fiber bundle with all coordinating colors from the collection. Let me see if I can get down here. I'll just pull this one out. So you'll see it's got all the colors that are in this paper collection. So you've got there's that gold tinsel. You've got some pink eyelash. Here's a very pale pink yarn there. This one's like a peachy color. This one's kind of a deeper pink, kind of like a hot pink, matches really well. You've got some ivory, the green, and some blue. Super, super pretty, you guys. So there's that. You've got some rosettes, a couple of rosettes there, and then lots and lots of trims. So I'll start with just the laces. So here's one in pink. This one's like a peach color. This one's a vintage lace here, and these are all like an ecru color ivory. There's that there. I love these dainty little laces, you guys. They're so pretty, my favorites. They're perfect for using as page tabs or to line pockets. And I've given you, I believe that's 18 inches of each lace, each type of lace. So there's lots of lace here for you guys. These last ones that I'm showing you are all vintage laces. And there's that one there. Super pretty. Oh, and then you've got a little strip of the little pink rosettes as well. You've got a yard each and 3 different colors of the sari silk. So you've got blue, pink, and then that really pretty peach color. So again, you can see they're all coordinating well with the collection. Sari trim. And then you've got some leaf trims here. So you've got some in gold. I love adding little splashes of gold to my journals. You've got some in green. You've got a couple of different rickracs. There's some in green here. Here's a pink one. And then you've got some pink pom-pom. And the pearl trim. So that's your laces and trims and fibers. And then what else do we have? You've got some thread here to do your to stitch in your signatures. There's 2 yards there for you on that spool, or if you want to use something else to stitch in your signatures, if you don't want to use this, this is really cute just to kind of put behind some flowers, or you know, tie little bows around stuff. There's all kinds of ways to use that string. So pretty, and the color's so pretty. And then I've given you a couple pieces of burlap in green, and then in the kind of like a cream color, just to kind of use maybe on some collaging or something like that, just to kind of like a layering element. So there's some burlap. You've got some vintage sewing pattern paper. There's a pretty good amount of vintage sewing pattern paper there that you can use. And then I've given you some cheesecloth, and there's plenty of this here as well. So there's a pretty good size piece of cheesecloth. And then it opens again that way. So it's a pretty generous amount. Plenty. I don't know if you've used cheesecloth before, you know you don't need a whole bunch of it if you're putting it behind something, just to create some texture. And then you guys are gonna laugh, but I gave you guys some of these. It's a little pouch full of threads, and I love using this stuff to make little nests on my collaging. That I got that idea years ago from Joyce Kerrs. So I'm gonna show you really quickly, because I don't want you to be like, what is up with the wad of thread? But this is a journal that I still have to share with you guys. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. It's got a really pretty tassel that hangs off the edge, but I still have to complete a few things in here. But I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about, like with the nesting of the threads. So if you see right here all the little threads, I just love doing stuff like that with the threads. There's another, I've got little pieces of that kind of throughout, but I just wanted to show you, that way you're not like, what's up with the threads? So that's why I'm supplying you guys with some of that. But isn't that so fun? All right, I digress. Sorry, you guys. I'll be back to share that with you guys when I have some more time. So I gave you plenty to kind of use throughout your collaging and stuff. There's lots of stuff in there. You just have to kind of separate it. So there's that. And then I guess I will get into this envelope. So there's this envelope full of stuff, you guys. So there's gosh, I don't even know. You've got this little divider tab. Super cute. Let me just take everything out really quickly. So this is the envelope. You can use it inside your journal. So there's that. You've got a couple of large tags. This is so pretty. I love this paper. I love the little bird. So there's that. You've got some embossed paper here, maybe just to do use in your collage bits or whatnot. You've got an Edith Holden envelope here. I haven't adhered the edges. Sometimes people like to use, leave them open in their journals. So there's that. Here's a pink envelope, different size. You've got several envelopes here made from different kinds of papers. And then you've got some little journaling cards, some elements from the collection. Isn't that so pretty? There's that one there. Made your little scallop pocket. You'll just have to fold it at the score lines and then just adhere it. So there's that. Here's another envelope. Again, you just have to fold and adhere. You got a couple of file folders that you just have to fold. There's a few little Rolodex cards out of the pattern paper. And then I just added some just kind of journaling cards, or maybe you can use them as photo mats. That one I just punched the edges. There's that there. There's that one. Just a few different sizes. I also made up some of the date sticks for you guys. So there's 2 of those. And these are the patterns on the back. And then you've got some skinny tags. Super fun. Here's some more of the embossed pieces for you guys to use. Here's one of the foil envelopes. And again, you just have to adhere it. So pretty. You've got some paint chips, all again in coordinating colors. These are a ton of fun to alter and use as tags. I made a ton of banners for you out of the papers. So, you know, I left them all kind of long so you guys can cut them down and just layer them however you want. But there's plenty there to play with. So there's some banners. And then I stamped you a little book plate. This book belongs to. And then I've got some border, some little pattern borders, so you can use these maybe as some little tuck spots or belly bands. And they're all so pretty. Renewal flowers and petals. There's those flowers there. There's that one there. Super pretty. I love this one with the dragonflies. There's that one. And that one there. And then you've got this little tiny envelope here, and it's just got a little journaling card inside. Super pretty pattern paper. So there's that, and inside there we have just more tags. There's tags and you know, all different sizes. There's these ones here. These are just cut from a file folder, so you can do some stamping on those. And then here's some more in the same, but in the pattern paper. Then you've got this other little pocket here, so you can stick something right in there. And then here are some more tags in the smaller size. There's one punched out of the Edith Holden book page. And then we've got some page tabs for you guys out of the collection as well. So there's 6 of those. So 6 page tabs. And all this stuff I just kind of tucked right inside there just to kind of keep it all together. So that's what comes in this envelope here. That was everything that was stuffed in there. And then now we've got like your die cuts and kind of punches and all of that good stuff. I've got some chipboard elements from the collection for you. So we have, oh gosh, I've got a couple of different die cuts. You've got a picture wheel here. There's a film strip. You've got a couple of different frames, the ornate frames. So there's a square one. There's an oval one. That one's in pink. It might look white, but it's pink. There's a tag for you, kind of an oval tag. And then on the die cuts, there's a dragonfly. There's one of the banners. There's a tag that says wonderful. That one's got a little a dragonfly image. There's that there. You got a couple of flowers, some leaves. Super cute. And then I've punched out a bunch of different butterflies for you guys out of the cardstocks. Those are really pretty. You can use those to layer up on some of your elements. There's a larger butterfly there. And then you've got, like I said, some chipboard elements. So there's that one there. It's kind of got like that holograph around the edge. There's a postage stamp with that birdie inside. There's a flower. That one says "so pretty." And these are pretty thick chipboard. If you don't want them to be that thick, you just have to peel off a few layers. And you can, you know, it'll lay a little flatter on your page. And then there's a dragonfly, a chipboard dragonfly. And then I've got a corrugated butterfly that I've just rubbed with some gesso for you guys. Oh, here's another picture wheel in green. So you've got a blue one and a green one. And then you've got a bunch of flowers here, silk flowers. So there's yellow, green, you've got a couple pink, here's a couple more pinks. And then you've got some of these little blue ones too. So you got a bunch of little flowers to kind of decorate. So there's all those. And then you've got these rosebuds here, and they're all on stems. I left the stems, and I've just bundled them together with some washi tape. So there's 6 of them here. Aren't those so pretty? I like to just tape them along the edge of a page, right on the side there, just a little embellishment. So there's those, and then you've got all your little doodads. So here we go. You have, let's go through all of this stuff. You've got a couple of book plates, some middle book plates. There's some of the wraparound book corners, the middle book corners. You'll get 4 of those. And I've used those on this journal. So they actually work really, really well. You can see they just wrap around the edge there. Super pretty. So you've got 4 of those. There's 4 of these other ornate book corners. Now these don't wrap around, they're just to kind of decorate the corner there. So there's 4 of those. You've got some, I'm just going to bring this up here. You've got a Tim Holtz token that says unique. There's one of the antique safety pins. You've got a hitch fastener if you want to add a tassel to the side or a bead dangle to the side of the spine. You've got a few rings if you want to do a ring bound journal. There's 6 of the eyelets. You've got one of these little gator clasps. I love to top these off with like with little flowers. They look so cute. Just to hold something onto the edge of a page. You've got some snaps, some little metal snaps there. You've got a really cute button collection here. So you've got pink, yellow, lavenders. There's some gold, some blue. So there's some pretty little button collection there. You've got 5 bulb pins, and then 2 of these little Tim Holtz tabs. I like to put a little bit of cheesecloth and a little button snap on top of that. I got that idea from Angie. She's done that on several of my journals, and it just looks so pretty. And then you've got this little itty bitty clothespin, pink clothespin. So that is the kit, you guys. So it's up, I think there's like close to 400 pieces in this kit. It's massive. So anyhow, I only have one of these available. I do have a smaller, much smaller version of this kit. It's kind of an inspiration bundle using all the same elements, just way sized down, that I'll be adding to the shop as well. So you know, that like I said, that's more of an inspiration bundle than anything else. It doesn't come with nearly the amount of items that is included in this kit. So there it is, everybody. Wasn't that so much fun? I couldn't stop adding to it, but hey, what do you do? So this will be up again in my shop tomorrow. I don't think that I'll have time to get to this tonight. So if you are interested in it, like I said, there are several journals that can be made from all of these supplies. It's just huge. Come on by the shop and take a look. If you guys want anything else from the shop, some of the items I sell that are included in this kit, of course, I sell individually in the shop. You can go and take a look there. Do not get spooked by the shipping. I always combine and refund the overages, so you don't ever have to worry about that. The shipping costs will add up because they're charged per item as you add to the cart. So Etsy's never been able to get that shipping right. So I just have to do it manually and refund the overages. So if you have any questions, of course, you can always message me on Etsy. I'm will do my very best to get back to you as quickly as I can. Otherwise, that's it for now. I'll be back as soon as I can to share my video with you. Oh, and you guys, I have some of the most amazing shares with you guys. I bought some stuff from my friend Gina, who is Pretty Paper Dreams on Instagram, and I have to come and share these little packages with you. So this is my latest one, and then there's this one. This was a snippet kit that she created, and I want to come and share that with you. This is so much fun. And then she made me a ephemera booklet. So I am going to be making a journal, hopefully, with just all my Gina stuff. So I'll be back to do a video of all of her pretties. And if you guys are on Instagram, definitely go and pay her a visit. Go follow her, because she always makes the prettiest stuff, and she sometimes will sell a lot of it on her feed. So I will provide the link to Gina's Instagram below as well. Okay, so that's it. I've got to get going. I'm already at almost 55 minutes. Yikes. I hope you guys stuck with me through the whole thing. I'm sorry it took so long. There was just so much stuff. But you guys, I've missed you, and I hope to come back and visit with you all again very soon. Okay, we'll talk to you all soon. Be well. Bye.